Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of Lexington Now. John Saylor talks about mitigating tree risk. We take a quick look at the new body cams for the Lexington Police Department, a look at careers in the Lexington Police Department, information about Ballet Under the Stars this week, an overview of the old courthouse project, and what's going on in downtown Lexington from the Downtown Lexington Corporation. This and more coming up next on Lexington Now. Trees are in fact beautiful, but citizen safety always takes precedence. John Saylor, city tree arborist, explains.
In this situation, anytime we remove one of these large, significant trees, we really have to do our homework and make sure that's something that is needed. We never want to lose the tree. We don't want to lose any kind of canopy across the city. So we have to make sure that we do a tree risk assessment, make sure that there is, we want to mitigate any hazard that we have in our right-of-ways, in our medians, in our parks, anything that we own in the city. We want to make sure that people can enjoy our facilities safely. We've watched this tree kind of declining for years, and so at this point we just realized that it's not going to get any better, and after doing a deeper investigation with our assessment tools, realize that this tree is hollow, and it's right over a park bench, and just where it's situated in the park, we couldn't leave it standing anymore. It does have some green on it, but that's something that people just walking by, they'll see a tree with green, and they think, well, why is that tree being removed? It's a green tree, but it's a green tree with a shell of what it should be. It's not structurally sound, and so we learned that from doing our assessment, our tree risk assessment. That's a decision not made lightly. Like I said, we want any tree that predates Lexington, we really want to look at close and make sure that we're making the right call and the right decision. It probably is a pre-settlement tree. It's probably roughly 150, 200 years old. We are going to try to age the tree once we remove it the best that we can. Again, it's hollow, so we can only do that to a point where the wood is sound, and then just can age it from there after we cut it down. This had some basal damage, which when people are mowing their properties, you want to make sure the best thing you can do for your tree is make sure you mulch around your tree so that you don't nick it with the mower, you don't hit it with the weed eater. When you install a tree, you want to make sure that you take care and you don't mitigate any damage to that base, because the smallest of wounds can create a large void later on in that tree's life. So even at installing and planting, you want to take care of planting those trees in the ground, making sure that you don't nick them with your shovel or hit them with any kind of your tools, or loading them off your truck. You want to make sure you don't scrape the trunk. So that can develop into heart rot and disease for the tree later on in its life. In this situation, we also had a sidewalk that came through, and so just if people have hardscape or anything around their trees, just be mindful of that impact that it'll have on the tree and the root system. There's lessons that we can learn through the hardscape and stuff that we put around our trees and our yards and properties.
For more information, please visit lexingtonky.gov/urban forestry. Lexington Police have new body-worn cameras. Here's a quick look at them from two separate perspectives.
Hi, I'm Commander Eric Lowe with the Lexington Police Department, here to talk to you about our new police body-worn cameras. Body cameras can help citizens and officers when police are responding to an incident. With few exceptions, Lexington police officers are required to activate their camera when making any law enforcement contact with the public. This includes traffic stops and requests for service at businesses and homes. Let's take a look at a typical traffic stop, and then see what that same sequence looks like from the perspective of a body camera.
Hello, I'm Officer Grimm, Lexington Police Department. Pulled you over because you ran that stop sign back there.
The officer can position the camera on his or her collar or wear it on their glasses. The release of body camera videos will be in accordance with the Kentucky Open Records Act. That's a quick look at our police body cameras. You can see a list of frequently asked questions and our complete policy on the city's website.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more information about police recruitment efforts, this year's Ballet Under the Stars, a look at the old courthouse renovation project, and information about things happening in downtown Lexington from the Downtown Lexington Corporation.
Hello, I'm Detective Mark Thomas with the Lexington Police Department. You may also know me from Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about a new texting system that we have available through any smartphone. In the body of your message, you can text LexPD plus your tip to crimes. When you're submitting anonymous information, we ask that you include several things that would help us conduct the investigations more thoroughly, such as a person's name, their home address, possible license plate numbers, any other people involved, or why you think that they're conducting the type of activity that you believe that they are. All of those things, no matter how small you believe they could be, are relevant to the investigation. So please include those. So remember, you can send your anonymous tip information either through text, you can call the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers anonymous tip line at 859-253-2020, or you can go online to bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have two ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least two ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you and gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. Ballet, as we know it today, began during the Renaissance around the year 1500 in Italy, but the Lexington Ballet has perfected it this week. Amber Llewellyn tells us more.
One of Central Kentucky's most anticipated summer events is celebrating its 27th anniversary. Ballet Under the Stars at Woodland Park.
It is a 4-night professional ballet production featuring the dancers from the Kentucky Ballet Theater here in Lexington. Each of the 4 nights, it's the same show.
As Amber Llewellyn of Parks explains, Ballet Under the Stars is programmed to be fun for the whole family, not just a connoisseur of fine art.
We also have a children's ballet pre-show that starts every night at 8 o'clock, and it's really great for the little ones. This year it is Tinkerbell and the Pirate. That is all area youth, ages 6 to 18, who are dancers in the Lexington community, and they all audition and come together. We have over 100 young people who are participating this year. So that's a wonderful way to bring your kids out, introduce them to ballet, or if they already love ballet, they can sort of flit around and not be confined to a seat, but in the park.
Ballet Under the Stars is a great place to bring a blanket and a picnic basket or purchase something from the on-site vendors.
There is no reserved seating. We do have a blanket area and a chair area, so there's really not a bad seat in the house. And whether you know anything about ballet or that's your thing or not, it's a wonderful way to come and spend a summer evening and sit on a blanket with a group of friends and and experience something new or something that you already love.
Ballet Under the Stars runs from August 4th through 7th, and admission is $5 with children 3 and under free. And for the second year in a row, fans of opera music can enjoy an outdoor show the following weekend.
Opera Under the Stars, and it does not take place in Woodland Park. It's at Moondance Amphitheater out in Beaumont Center. And following the same format, we have professional singers performing a variety of opera songs. This year it's everything from musical pieces to Mozart. So it's a very diverse program of music that will be offered. That is on Saturday, August the 13th, and we have a rain date of Sunday, August the 14th, if it should get rained out. And we have a pre-show of the Volaire String Quartet. It starts at 8 p.m. and then the main show starts at 9 p.m.
Whether you are a fan of dance or opera, there is something for everyone this summer under the stars.
Looking to join the Lexington Police Department? Here are some perspectives from some former police recruits.
I was here maybe 3 summers ago, met a Lexington police officer. He just said, "Hey, are you out of school?" And I told him, "Yeah, I just graduated." And he said, "You should apply for Lexington Police, one of the best police departments in the nation." That's what he told me. At first I was like, it's Kentucky, I'm not sure I would like it, but I got to Lexington, I loved it. I applied to another agency, they told me I was too young, and Lexington told me, "Hey, you're perfect age, we'd love to have you."
With Lexington, they really stress family and making sure that that's your main priority and that it's not work. There's a lot of other departments and different places I looked at, it was, police should be your main job, and I wanted somewhere that put family first, and that's pretty much what Lexington said from the get-go.
My husband's from here. We met in the military, so financially it made more sense for me to come here than for him to come to Pittsburgh. I was not thrilled about it at first. Pittsburgh's, it's not a huge city, but it's a little bit bigger, and my entire family's still there, so that was difficult, but it's definitely grown on me in the last, 8 years, and I think it's a great place to raise kids. I've never been on a farm, never kind of been in the country really in my entire life, and now we live on a farm. Look out my back window and see cows, and I go for a run, and our neighbors have horses, and it's pretty cool.
I tell people, friends, family, that Lexington is a great city. It actually has a low crime rate. Lexington is a safe city, great city to raise a family, low taxes, low crime, low cost of living. Whenever I tell family and friends about Lexington, about Kentucky, it's always good things. I don't have anything bad to say about this area at all.
It's absolutely different where I grew up. The people, I believe the people are nicer. I like the pace of it. It's not too fast for me, or it's not too slow. For me, it's perfect. Of course, compared to California, it's not as diverse. But throughout my time here so far, I've met a lot of different people from different backgrounds, and I grew to love it over time.
When I got here to Lexington, everyone was friendly. That reminded me of being home. I get out with someone, and a lot of times they're like, "Hey, thank you for your service, thank you for what you do." I love Lexington. I wouldn't want to be anyplace else.
For more information about becoming a Lexington police officer, please visit lexingtonky.gov/public safety. Renovations continue on the old historic courthouse in Lexington. Here's a look.
It doesn't close at 5 o'clock. There's events there afterwards. You can get dinner there, get a drink there, go to an event there. So it's truly a place that is open all the time. And so people can come and just really enjoy it. That was a vision the mayor had, and fortunately our project team and our development agents are on that path to make that a reality.
Jennifer Wernma is talking about the historic downtown courthouse, which is under construction. And when finished in spring 2018, it will be a world-class mixed-use and event space.
And they will hold anything from weddings to baby showers to corporate events, corporate luncheons, and so we are just thrilled.
And several local businesses will call it home.
We're in talks right now with the Visitors Bureau, Visit Lex as they're known, to have both their tourist sort of departure zone as well as their corporate offices. And then we're also in talks with Breeders' Cup for their corporate offices.
But before it goes from this to this, there's a lot of cleanup and rebuilding to do.
They're moving along wonderfully.
Administrative Officer Jessica Walker says getting rid of environmental hazards is what crews are working on now.
Back in 2012 was when we closed the historic museum that was in the building because of the asbestos that was found. So asbestos and then the lead paint. The asbestos is on the HVAC equipment, and the lead paint obviously is the paint that's in the dome and the rest of the building. So we're trying to get rid of those kinds of materials.
When cleanup is done, the goal is to transform this into a modern space while respecting the history of the structure.
Our developers that we have on board are real stewards of history and old buildings, and we have some of the best in the business doing this building. The 21C in Lexington here now, and then the building right next door, it's going to really bring a synergy to the whole entire area.
That synergy of food, fun, and flair between businesses, event venues, and hotels, all within feet of each other, is what planners hope will make the building a go-to destination for people all around the region.
I think people will just be shocked that that rotunda and that space exists in Central Kentucky. It's really one of a kind.
Want to know what's happening in downtown Lexington this week? Watch this from the Downtown Lexington Corporation.
Looking for something to do this week? Downtown Lexington has it all. Visit downtownlex.com or find us on Facebook and Twitter. This Tuesday at 6:30 a.m. in Triangle Park is Sunrise Yoga, Tuesdays by the YMCA. On Wednesday around noon, bring your lunch to the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion for Salsa Lunch Breaks, presented by the Salsa Center. Then on Thursday, it's Central Bank Thursday Night Live, sponsored by Kentucky One Health and brought to you by the Downtown Lexington Corporation. The Bobby Perry Band will perform at 5:30 p.m.
A 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a high fly ball, deep right field. Touchak goes back, way back, and it is gone, a home run!
This Thursday through Sunday, the Lexington Legends will be at home for games against the Hickory Crawdads. Visit LexingtonLegends.com for more information. On Friday, in celebration of its 40th anniversary, the Downtown Lexington Corporation is showing the movie The Bad News Bears in Triangle Park at Fountain Films on Friday. Sponsored by Paul Miller Ford, starting at 9 p.m.
The Bad News Bears, the incredible story of how a disaster combined with a catastrophe and somehow became the greatest champs who ever played ball.
Then on Saturday, the Junior League of Lexington is having a charity rummage sale called Tossed and Found at the Bodley Bullock House from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit LexJRLeague.com for more information. For everything that's going on in downtown Lexington, visit downtownlex.com or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
It's said, if you dream it, you can achieve it. The Lexington Bluegrass Area Minority Business Expo is a true example of a dream becoming reality as the expo moves into its 14th year of offering businesses across the Commonwealth and beyond something new and different year after year. The expo is this Thursday, the 4th of August, at the Lexington Convention Center. For more information, visit lexingtonmbe.com. There are no meetings this week in your urban county government. And remember, you can always get a complete list of meetings online or watch your traffic cameras at lexingtonky.gov. Thanks for watching Lexington Now. I'm Eric Howard, and have a great week.